Hey, do you know there's 5 things that you can do starting right now that's going to cost you absolutely $0 to begin improving your credit score starting today? If you follow along in the video today, I'm going to give you 5 ways to start improving your credit score, and you're going to see results in as little as 90 days, so stick around. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to find out what your credit score, and for that, I'd recommend you going to creditkarma.com because there's some more information we're going to get from that. They're going to help you later on. So the first thing you want to do is go run your credit report on one of the free credit score reporting apps. There's a bunch of them out there. You'll find it with a simple Google search. I'd recommend starting with Credit Karma because there are some other things that Credit Karma are going to do for you that's going to make the rest of this process a lot easier. Number two, once you've run your credit score and you know where you're starting, it doesn't matter what you're starting at. Maybe you've got a 400 credit score, maybe you've got a 600, maybe you got a 500. It doesn't matter. We can get you to over 700 before you know it by just doing a few simple daily practice. The second thing you're going to do is when you take a look at that credit score, go and look at all your revolving credit lines. These primarily are going to be credit cards. Don't just look at the major credit cards. Look at every one of those credit accounts that you've opened, that you still have open today. Maybe it's a store credit card. Maybe it's an online line of credit that you've used. Anything that shows up on your credit report, write that credit card down and write down what the current balance is of that credit card. Number three is you're going to set up automatic payment on every one of those credit lines. Now, this is easier than you think, and I know some of you are already thinking, oh gosh, Otis, well, if I could do that, I wouldn't have a problem with my credit score. Well, the next step in this process, if we're looking to improve our credit score, is we've got to show that we can pay our credit lines on time. Credit score is not just about how much you can borrow, it's more about how you're able to pay and manage your existing lines of credit. So the next step is to go in to every one of the credit lines, create your account if you haven't done it already online, and set up automatic payment. If you find that you don't have enough money in your account on a monthly basis to do that, make note of where the gaps are, and we're going to deal with that in the next step. Number four is you're going to track your spending. This is one of the key steps in the process, and this is where that earlier Credit Karma account comes into play. After you've set up your Credit Karma account and you've established accounts with all your credit lines, now you'll be able to go back into Credit Karma and add those credit lines to Credit Karma so you can start seeing your account spending. Now, you may not have to do this step. Many banks already provide this service for no charge, and you should not pay for this. There's a number of services online where you can track your spending. You've got Credit Karma, you've got Rocket Money. There are a slew of them for those solopreneurs out there. Quicken Money is a great way to do this, but the next step is to go and start tracking your spending on a daily, weekly, monthly, annual basis and see where you're spending the most money. You'll be surprised at how much money you're spending in areas you haven't even thought of. Now, in this step, you're going to find that you're spending more money in some pockets than you should. Your goal is to reduce your spending by at least 10%. Your goal really, if you want to improve your credit score quickly, I would strongly suggest that you shoot for 20% and above. This is what's going to help you achieve your goals most quickly. For those of you who were unable to establish minimum payments based on your current income, this is going to be incredibly important for you. This is a must do. If you're looking to improve your credit score, you're going to have to find ways to cut back on your spending. You know what? This means that you might not be able to stop by Starbucks every day to grab your Go Juice in the morning. You might need to go invest in a $6 coffee maker and buy you some Folgers. But it's really important, if you're looking to take control of your financial future, that you know where you're spending your money and you take back control of that spending. So number 5 is you want to list every one of these credit lines, the lowest balance to the highest balance. And what we're going to start doing is, with that money that we've saved month over month, we're going to start paying all that money onto that one line of credit, right? That's it. We're not trying to pay off all these lines at once. We want to start knocking these credit lines out. We want to create that debt snowball. What this is going to do for you is this is going to create some inspiration. You're going to start seeing these credit balances come down. In as little as 90 days, you're going to start seeing your credit score go up. Credit Karma, or the one that you choose, is going to start alerting you every time there's an improvement in your credit score. And you're going to see this very, very quickly if you follow this process. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, Otis, the whole goal of me improving my credit score is I want to buy my own home. Shouldn't I be saving some money? Well, there's going to be a time to start saving your money, but that time is not now. The first thing we need to accomplish is to get your credit score in a way that lenders see you as an acceptable risk. Once we get your credit score in that range, then we'll go back and start looking at how we can start saving some money and setting aside that money for your down payment. All right, so with that, we've got 5 ways to start improving your credit score starting today, which are going to cost you absolutely nothing. So in no time, you're going to have your credit score up to that 640 minimum that most lenders are looking for to ensure that you're credit worthy. All right, so now we've covered 5 ways that you can start improving your credit score today. And in no time, you're going to have lenders reaching out to you looking to offer you that mortgage to buy that house that you've always been thinking of. I'm glad you tuned in today. I hope you found this information helpful. And until next time, I'll see you at the beach.